Hello, everyone in Facebook Live land. We are the Podguyz Podcast. I'm coming to you live like every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I am Tony Cass, followed by
Kevin Neary here.
And Sparkolicious. For a fourth week, right? We're going 4 weeks already, Mike?
I know, this is crazy.
Is that what's going? Wow, are you a regular now? Are you the are you the fourth member of our team?
I could be like the guy who's like float. I'm a floater.
Okay.
I'm like
all right.
I'm the guy that goes in and out all the time.
I'll throw in a little Cardi B. Okay.
Yeah. Floating.
And in our fifth spot right over here is our very special guest. You guys may not know her, but you will get to know her by the end of this podcast. Her name is Kira Salome. Say hello.
Hello.
Kira, just to give you guys a little heads up, is in this awesome dog rescue for Northeast Pennsylvania called In Pursuit of Grace. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. In Pursuit of Grace is a nonprofit organization for Northeast PA. It is run by a group of volunteers, correct, since 2011?
Yes.
And it is a foster-based rescue for both cats and dogs, correct?
Yes.
All right. Very exciting. It's very exciting to have you on today. We're trying to raise some great money for this nonprofit organization, and if you guys do want to contribute in any way possible, you can always go to www.inpursuitofgrace.org. inpursuitofgrace.org. And if you wanted to reach them, of course, for any type of help with your animal in any way, I know they have some great programs as well. Kira, talk a little bit about them.
Well, we're an animal-based community outreach organization, so we do a lot of work in the community. We have a pet food and supply pantry, because one of our goals is for people to keep their pets and not have to give them up to a shelter. So if somebody loses their job or something, we'll help them out with pet food, litter, things like that. This way they don't have to surrender their animal to a shelter just because they're facing a temporary problem.
What if you're a human being that's just into pooping in the litter boxes? Would you just hand out the litter or no?
No.
No, it needs to be an animal.
You want to see the cat? You got to see the cat
or something.
Okay, all right. So it's an excellent outreach for people who can't afford things, especially during this COVID epidemic as well.
Right. Yes. And then we also do trap, neuter, return, TNR for feral cats.
John, you got that once, right, Sparky? No? Did you get that?
Sparky,
Didn't you get that once?
Sparky.
No? Yes, maybe. Did you ever get that? Trap, neuter, and return? No, never mind. It just went way over there.
I don't want to know. Let me step there for a second.
Check his ear. Check his ear. It might be clipped.
Yeah. Oh, no. Sparky's gone.
No, I find that great. I find that great for the community, especially the trap, neuter, return. Really keeping the population down as far as animals that are out there dying. You know, it's really great for the community.
Name of the website, In Pursuit of Grace. Did you get any flack from the Christians that couldn't grab up the beautiful name for your website?
No, we actually haven't.
None of them gave you like a passive-aggressive letter in the mail, like, "Hey, congratulations! Unlike us, you're doing more of God's work." You know, like one of those pissed off.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I could see. What's his name? The pastor from Dallas, the mega millionaire.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Joel Osteen. Yeah, Joel Osteen. He's like, "Oh my God, I could have had that on GoDaddy."
Grace is gone. All right, how about In Pursuit of Hope? Oh, good. We
could be there. Could be there. How about not giving anything to my my followers and then riding around in a jet while I'm waving hi?
How about I can pet a dog but I can't see Jesus? Huh?
You're drowning? Let me run over you with my yacht.
He's got a yacht to donate. Don't forget to donate.
Yeah, don't forget to donate. Definitely, look, if it's $1 or $100, definitely go to www.inpursuitofgrace.org. Make sure your donations do happen to go into Northeast Pennsylvania. For all our watchers out there, tell your friends. Please share. Please share with everybody you know. And it is a tax-deductible donation as well.
Yes.
Very important, Kevin Neary.
If you hate taxes but you love dogs, this is the perfect fit for your situation.
Yeah.
Or cats. Or cats, for that matter.
Or any animal, too. Not just dogs or cats. Yeah. Any animals. She's looking to actually adopt a llama, so...
Yeah, we've never had llamas. We've done horses.
Yeah. Oh, we got horses. Nice.
We've rehomed horses, snakes, guinea pigs, rats.
Wow. Is there a huge snake population in Scranton that we need to be worried about?
No, I've only had to rescue one snake.
Oh, well, that's
so
good.
Far, so.
Okay.
What type of snake was it?
It seems like a ball python.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, Kevin, I see your look.
Is there any animal that you just refuse to help? Like if some dude owns a lion, and he's like, "Hey, I got a lion here."
I mean, we'd be like, "You're an idiot," but we'd help.
Whoa, good.
You got to use your discretion a little bit, where you're just like, "Dude, why did you buy a lion if you immediately know you couldn't feed it?" Like I don't know, I just like him.
Well,
cool.
It's usually our goal would be to help the animal first, and then ask.
Hesitate. I love the attitude that your hesitation shows me. Like, well, yeah, we would. And I was like, what the hell? That's great. It's a good attitude.
The nice thing about our mission is that she has tons of resources that she can get in contact with. So if there was a lion, she knows who to go to help out the lion automatically. Right? Correct?
Yeah, we'd refer you to a big cat rescue or a zoo.
Yeah, which ones are the best big cat rescues? Like the Tiger King, like which ones do you would recommend that it's safe or not safe?
Something that is like more of an open range, not Carol Baskin.
Well, do you think Carol Baskin fed her husband to the cats?
I hope so. I don't know.
Wow,
that's an excellent answer.
I'm on the tiger side, so.
That's fair enough for me.
It sounds like a cheesy Japanese game show. We feed you to tigers if you like.
We are going to leave the email address as well as the phone number to reach inpursuitofgrace.org. But I'm going to say it now. It is in www.inpursuitofgrace.org. You could also reach them by email at inpursuitofgrace@yahoo.com. And you could also reach them at the phone number 570-468-6063.
Yep.
Beautifully put, right?
Yep.
And away we go with the show. Hello, everybody in Facebook Live Land, and here's where we're going to start out. I hope you guys are ready, because this was our fun topic that we wanted to talk about. Kevin, are you ready?
I am ready.
Are we going, I don't think we're going crackheads to space this week, which is good.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet at least. But
I think it was rocket ship powered by meth addicts.
Rocket powered meth addict spaceship,
yeah,
correct.
As a way to replace fuel for renewable energy to appease the environmentalists.
Yes, that was very important.
Yeah, there's a long line of vertical integration right there.
No, but we are going to talk about some serious subject. There it is, Sparky, with the hamster wheel. But we are going to talk about a serious subject. We're going to talk about some of the shootings that are happening down in specific cities. Like Milwaukee, or not Milwaukee,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, there we go. Yeah. Chicago, which is another big one for like weeks now. Just craziness, man. Craziness that people are going absolutely asinine. And
yeah, right about now you have a since the narrative has been changed a little bit, or since the narrative has stayed the same a little bit longer, let me just change it just slightly. On the other side of the country, in New Jersey, there was just a contrast of situation. Same situation, different colored person being obtained by the police. The same time, also, I was sent a video by a friend of mine, and he said, "Yo, you got to check this out." He was going live and live feeding right to my message box. There was a during the same time that the police went ahead and put 7 bullets in the dude's back. A white guy in New Jersey was walking down the road, waving a gun around openly in broad daylight at several people. There were 6 police officers around the situation, telling him to put his weapon down, while the African-American people that were watching in the streets screamed at the cops, "Light him up, light him up, light him up," because if he was black, you'd shoot him by now. So you really, to fail to argue with that situation is really to just turn a blind eye to it. I know, guys, we're so tired. We're so tired of this situation. Everybody's called racist. Everybody's called racist for doing one thing. Everybody's called racist for doing another thing, where you turn numb to it. But when you see the side-by-side comparisons, literally at the same time of the same day, and it just strikes a chord with you, where you say to yourself, you know what? If the dude in Wisconsin was white, I wouldn't even think he'd get 1 bullet, just side by side, throwing it out there. So he's paralyzed now, probably for the rest of his life. They're predicting that he'll be paralyzed for the rest of his life because he opened his door. And the way an automatic gun happens, it's not like the police officer pulled the trigger 7 times. You hold the trigger in, it's an automatic gun. So the way an automatic gun will work is if you hold the trigger in, it will continuously fire, hence the word automatic. So that's not like he knows how a gun works. These police officers are trained to know how a gun works. There are several other ways he could have gotten the person out of there alive. If a person's getting into their van to get a weapon, whether it be a knife or a gun, you could have shot the tires. You got background cops. You got cops already backing you up, sort of situation. The decision was not made. The decision was already made that this was a dangerous person. Whether or not it was subliminal in the cop's head, I'm not saying the guy's frontwards racist, where he's screaming the N-word all crazy like constantly in bars, or like he's a member of the Klan. I'm not saying he's frontwards. Maybe subliminally it's in his head that he's in danger just because the person's skin color is black. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
I think it's I mean, you put it into beautiful words, Kevin. The American people right now are in such turmoil with police that it's become police versus the public. Regardless of color, and not to say regardless of color, because you're now seeing both sides of the same coin coming out when cops are doing good things and then cops are doing not so good things. Mm-hmm. And regardless if the person is guilty of that particular crime, there are more menial ways of taking someone down besides shooting that person.
Yeah.
And that's end point. And I understand Black Lives Matter. I do understand that all lives matter. And I'm not saying that anyone is any more important than anyone else. Because all of us not necessarily should be living in fear, from the police department. And the facts are there. The police department does not have enough lofty goals for the officers in order to get more education, to get more training, to get more non-lethal, especially non-lethal ways of taking someone down besides shooting them when they're trying to run away.
The comments made by the sheriff was even more disheartening when he suggested that they just warehouse them all, and that's a quote. I swear to God,
yeah.
Right after this was after he got frustrated with one question from reporters of was the act of violence, or was that a part of a police procedure to knock 7 bullets in somebody's back? He got mad at one question and said that they should be all warehoused. Like, wow, man, that is.
Yeah.
Maybe the cop in the heat of the moment might have been subliminally scared because the person was a different color than him. But you are standing and you have time enough to say what you want to, say what you want to say and say how you really feel. The guy shouldn't be a sheriff then. It's my opinion.
And then people are defending the way that these shootings are going down, and then people are condoning the way the shootings are going down as well. So you can't actually make everyone happy in this situation.
Correct. I mean, I wanted to make I always hear, this is always the excuse I constantly hear is, well, he had a background. You know what I want to do? I want to put somebody in a hospital bed, show them that they have cancer, and say, oh, don't worry about this one. He's got cancer and everything, but he's got a background. So, less of a human over here.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. I agree.
Just as an extreme example.
But
and again, political division divides the nation over this. And you got a president who defends it, and then you got other people that don't defend it, and they're actually funding it. So again, the nation is divided.
Yeah, you can't. There's no clear-cut winner for anyone that plays in that particular game. From either side of the coin, you're just rolling dice at that point in time, where you're just like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And like I said, man, there's no clear-cut winner. Like, especially for the police department, who is trying to do things better for the community. And then you have other people like stupid criminals that we always talk about all the time.
We do.
And they constantly are, they stupefy me. Constantly stupefy.
Oh, yeah. But all the criminals that we talk about are arrested. So we do know that there are cops out there that know how to arrest a person alive.
That's true. True.
Okay?
Kevin, I was going to say, Kevin, did you see what happened last night in Pittston?
Oh, with the cop slashing tires?
Tires.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then they caught it, and they put it on the news, and they, now the guy's, afraid of his life, that the cop's going to go after him and all that.
Whose tires was he slashing? I don't get it.
He was going down Main Street. Yeah, he was going down Main Street. And he had another officer. He called up another officer to bring the knife to him so he could slash the tires.
Yeah, and blame it on who?
I don't know. He was caught on camera doing it.
There was somebody going around just destroying cars. That's what he was trying to do. Yeah. I think he was trying to create more work for the police department.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to impress his 14-year-old girlfriend. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of speculation there, but we can only go towards the darkest area.
Possibility.
But that's a great example why the police department needs a mental examination.
I agree.
On how they do things. It's insane. They don't really know what they're doing. Psychologically, I think they lost it. I think they really need help.
I agree. I believe that there needs to be a psychological foundation for every particular cop that's out there. 4 years of just general college and law enforcement, along with 4 years of not necessarily military training, but something besides the police academy. Because the police academy doesn't even give enough justice through the mental stability of some of the officers that are in there. And it's sad. It's really sad to see, some of these videos that have come out, and not necessarily recently, but for years, man, these videos have come out of people just mowing people down when they're being told very very basic instructions. Keep your hands up, get down on the ground, and still plugging people in the back.
Yeah. Breonna Taylor. Perfect. I mean,
Breonna Taylor's perfect. Perfect example.
Perfect example. Say her name. So the two things, though, a true psychopath can pass a psychological examination, and number two, the German shepherds that the cops have should be forced to wear sunglasses because dogs look cool in sunglasses. I think we can all agree on that, right, Kara?
Yeah, that's a valid point. Yeah, that's a valid point.
That is true.
I like your orange cat there. That's another different cat. Holy crap!
Yeah, she has a lot of them. It looks like.
Pets aplenty.
This is actually a foster that's up for adoption.
Oh, he's up for adoption. What's his name? Look at, he's got little white socks on his paws. That's a cute cat right there. Don't show Tony's wife. Do not show Tony's wife, please.
I know. I hope she's not watching right now.
Tony already has 20 cats already, so.
Dude, I would pull that cat right now out of the screen to put it back in my house. What's the cute kitty's name?
He doesn't have a name yet. He's only been here 2 days.
Socks it is. Socks.
He could be Mittens.
Mittens. That's
You
even
want
better.
cats?
If
No.
you want to
Well, they
adopt
couldn't.
Mittens,
No. Barky, come on, adopt a cat.
Kira, if you want to adopt Mittens, where can you reach somebody to adopt Mittens?
For our email or phone number, inpursuitofgrace@yahoo.com or 570-468-6063. And our adoption application is actually on our website and on our Facebook page.
At inpursuitofgrace.org.
Yep.
Or In Pursuit of Grace at Facebook.
That little cat's got a personality on him, you can tell. Man, if I could have cats in my apartment, I would never go hungry.
His name is going to officially be Balls. Look at the size of those things.
How many litter boxes do you have, Kara?
How many what?
Litter boxes do you have at the house?
I have 5.
5.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Nice.
And how many cats go in the litter in the 5? How many do you have right now in there?
I have 3 fosters.
Oh,
And then
three.
my
Aww.
Oh, okay.
Adorable.
This one's for adoption as well.
And what's his or her name?
This is Oliver.
Oh, Oliver.
What type of litter do you recommend? Do you use the crystals, use the rocks? What do you use?
Use crystal rocks.
I use
Crystal mouth.
Yeah.
We don't waste the crystal. We use rock.
I'm trying to save money. I'm using Johnny Rocket's napkins.
They're absorbent. Gas station napkins.
You would know. You would know, Kevin.
Go to the beach. Get a whole bunch of sand there, Kira. Save yourself some money.
Yeah.
You get a vacation and you get some kitty litter while you're there.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, why not? Hell, it's always take advantage of an opportunity when you see one available. It's
If you guys are watching on the show, or if you're just popping in for a short second, we do have Kira Salame on the show. She is from In Pursuit of Grace. She's showing off some great little kittens. And no puppies?
No, we don't have puppies right now.
No puppies.
No, usually when we get dogs, we get the seniors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kira, how many cats is it until you're officially a cat lady? I know it starts out with one where you're like, I just have one cat, he's cool, he just hangs out, I feed him. But then you got 2, and you're like, well, he needed a friend, so, and the other one might die, who knows, right? So it's technically still one cat. But when does the compensation become too much where, boy, oh boy, that's a cat lady over there, and, the cats have taken over her life. She's more cat than woman right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're starting to lick the cats, and they're starting to lick you.
Yeah. Or you got some hair in your butter. If you don't mind eating it. Oh, it's fine.
At what point do you make a towel or a wash rag out of cat hair?
Good point.
I never have.
No. Oh, good. So you're not a crazy cat lady yet.
Do you have a number on it, though, Kira?
Huh?
Do you have a number on it?
A number on
Number.
when you're...
How many cats? How many cats make you a cat lady? Just need a number.
I don't know.
Just a ballpark figure. Are we going 5?
I'd say more than 10.
More than 10 makes you a cat lady. You heard it here from an expert, Kira. Salome, right? Salome?
Salome.
Okay, I'm sorry. And the dog's got to love you, right? Do you get along with the dogs, or do they smell the cat on you and say to themselves, ooh, no way?
Oh, no, the dog loves the cats. They sleep
The
on
dog
the
loves the cats? I'm sure they they hear your name. They might think salami. And they're like, well, boy, we're getting a treat. And you're like, why do they like me so much?
That is true.
Possible.
We're gonna cut in. We're gonna cut into our next topics. Unfortunately, I need to say the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Man, hitting the entertainment industry huge this week. The passing of, actually speaking of cats, the Black Panther, which is a great segue, by the way. But sadly, oh my gosh, Chadwick Boseman, at the age of 43, passing away from stage 4 colon cancer.
I could see, yeah. I mean, he was one of the best actors out there.
Yeah, a fantastic new and up and coming actor. He was booked for a lot of movies. He was giving away stuff to charity. I know he was visiting kids at the hospital for several years while he was going under the stage 4 chemo and radiation treatments. Mm-hmm. Just giving back to the community, man.
He helped out St. Jude's Hospital.
St. Jude's Hospital was huge for him. And even though he was going...
Denzel Washington did for him? I don't know if you saw that or not.
Denzel Washington was actually the person that paid for his college education at Oxford, correct? It was at Oxford. Yeah. And paid for him to go to college and actually learn his craft so that he can become an actor. And really crazy. It's like it's a crazy story, man. He lived quite the amazing gift.
I mean, the way that he got into the character of James Brown. I mean, dude, 5 stars out of 5. Okay, 100 stars out of 100. It not only made every audience member, and that's a tough character to get down right off the bat. Like I gave Ray a 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
I thought Jamie Foxx did a well above average on that movie as far as acting skill goes. But, man, to nail down James Brown like that, oh my God.
Yeah, craziness, huh?
It's just, especially the one scene where you swear he had to have experimented with cocaine to catch the energy of a James Brown type. But, some people are just born with the gift of acting, and he unfortunately passed away 43 years old?
43 years old, yeah.
Sparky's thinking about the points on the death pool right now. I can already see it.
I can see it in his face.
No one had them, so that's good.
Well, yeah, he would have definitely called shenanigans on that one.
Shenanigans? Yeah.
Shenanigans! Another big passing this week, Cliff Robinson actually passed away. 6th man of the year from the NBA, Cliff Robinson.
Would not be surprised if it was. I liked him as a player, but I would not be surprised if it was heart attack.
Heart attack or stroke. It was definitely huge for him. It didn't actually say what he died of. It could have been pretty much anything, but he has had a couple bouts of strokes in the past couple years. And unfortunately,
great NBA player, but he was rumored and even fined a couple of times, suspended in the NBA for abusing performance-enhancing drugs.
Correct.
Great NBA player, though. Of course, dying way too young is never a good thing. But that's the it's the after effect from that idea, which does happen. But as long as he put on a decent performance for all of his fans every night, played 20 years in the NBA. And, I mean, he was like the ageless wonder. And, there was suspicion like, well, maybe Cliff is on steroids. But he kept under the radar with his numbers. They weren't like how a baseball player, you're like, how are you hitting home runs there, Barry Bonds?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Why are you so large now? He's like, oh, I lifted weights for a year. They're like, all right, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Play ball. You know.
No,
So
he did well. He was definitely sixth man of the year on many of occasions. He fantastic career, man. He had a fantastic
he
career.
Averaged he was like 11 points, 8 rebounds, solid for 2 steals a game, 1 to 3 assists per season. He was a great rotation guy all around. I mean, you know, and then when you saw him, like, wait a second, how long have you been in the NBA, buddy? And he's all jacked up, and you're like, oh man, you're gonna get popped. I know it. And he popped the 1 year, right? He got a 7-game suspension, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, Cliff, stop taking roids. So he went from the 6th man on the bench, you know, first one off the bench, to the 10th man real quick after he got clean, and then I think he retired after that year, which was fine. You know,
Speaking about
his last team he played for was the New Jersey Nets. That's when they were still in Jersey before the whole city of Brooklyn couldn't name one player on their team.
Correct. He had a huge career in Portland, actually.
That too.
Where he played for many, many years, and it's unfortunate, man. Both to the Bosemans and the Robinson family, you know, bless them. Rest in peace, man. 2 sad deaths this week. One close to sad. I don't know if anybody's sad about it, but R. Kelly actually got attacked in a Chicago prison this week by another inmate.
I care about it.
I gotta hear this.
Let him die.
Wait, why do you care, Sparky?
Because I have him. Because he has him.
Oh,
No, so officially, right?
Automatically care about R. Kelly's health is in prison. I'm trying to take the lead on my Regis Philbin. I know it.
Are we gonna make trades in this death pool idea? Is that what's going on?
Sparky, did you give some inmate a pack of smokes to beat up R. Kelly? Is that what happened?
Yo, no word to lie, right? I was talking to Sparky the other day, and I was like, dude, I said, did you hear about this thing with R. Kelly? And he goes, no, what happened? And I said, well, dude, he got beat up in prison really bad, like to the point where he got sent to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, he didn't die, did he? I'm like, no. I'm like, no, why? He goes, oh, he's like, Stat Girl has him on the thing. And I said, oh, yeah, she does. I said, did you have anything to do with this, Sparky? Did you pop into prison for a minute? And he goes, I might have.
Sparky's got the prison mic look going on.
He propped in by prison drone. Kevin's like, oh, shit.
Let's just hope.
I'm trying to hold my lead here, Tony.
I know. Somebody has to. Officially. Now, Kevin, I'm going to talk about this video that me and you both commented on, because it was a hilariously funny video of a real life robbery, which was sad.
Well, yeah, Facebook, if anybody here that is watching that was also keeping track of the comments that me and Tony kept popping out on this video, by the way, we were very, very tastefully hilarious.
Hilarious, yes.
About the whole situation. It
was a video of a guy who had no arms in an electric wheelchair, holding a gun with his feet to rob a jewelry store of some sort, maybe.
Looked to be a little jewelry store, yeah.
And and every time that the jewelry store owner walked around the store, he had to put down the gun with his feet in order to turn the wheelchair, because he couldn't turn it any other way besides with his feet, to then pick up the gun with his toes to hold the gun with his feet.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. And that's the only reason why I shared the video. I was impressed by the fact that this guy had taken the extra mile, to put down the gun, to turn his chair over so that he could re-pick up the gun with his feet, slip his toes into the trigger area, to then point at the jewelry store owner, who then moved off to the side again, so he had to put the gun down one more time in order to to move his chair into the opposite direction. And that's a perfect... there's the depiction right there.
I don't want to tell you what that picture looks like.
It looks like I could tell you what the picture looks like.
Go ahead, Kevin. Yeah. Please tell us what it looks like.
That picture is not... That's
the man obviously is driving a go-kart with his pet snake jumping outward.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And if you guys were interested in adopting the snake, Kira, where can they adopt a snake from?
Kara, what do you think of that picture, Kara? What do you... This guy drawing a picture of... What the first thing you saw, what did you think?
Sounds like a Law and Order SVU question right there. Yeah. What do you think about this?
You could say it. You could say it.
I love this one.
It's okay. He has a 4-year-old that draws his pictures for him.
Nice.
We have Hunter jump off from it. Hi, Hunter.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, just tell him to get back to making shoes.
Yeah. And that could sure make a shoe, man.
Yeah, he can.
He's better at the right shoes than the left shoes, though.
Who's making the pictures? Hunter is?
Oh, yeah. Hunter's over at Sparky's house making pictures right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we're going to put him to work.
You can go to shoesbyhunter.com. Don't pay. But Sparky makes sure he gives him some stuff every now and then.
True.
You know,
yeah.
True.
Here's a Funko Pop.
Yeah, he's into gummy bears and Funko Pops.
There you go.
Yeah.
But if you guys happen to look up the video on YouTube. You'll find it. Armless, wheelchair, gun-toting, jewelry store heist.
Yeah. Facebook found our comments a little bit so hilarious. They didn't want the rest of the world to see the video, so they took the video down, said that it was offensive.
Talking about Facebook, did you see what the new guidelines they just promoted it just a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just said that October 1st they're going to be able to remove certain items off of Facebook now.
Yeah. If it offends Facebook in any way, as they deem necessary, they will remove it post-haste.
A bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Last topic. I just wanted to talk about your favorite show on Netflix right now, Mikey.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
I love that freaking show. I can't wait for season 3.
That
really
show
good.
is so awesome.
I feel like a teenager. You know what I mean? It's just so good. I'm stuck in that nostalgia of Johnny getting, sweeping the leg and bringing.
I teach in the tournament.
Yeah, getting kicked by the illegal kick in the face.
Yeah, illegal kick in the face. Johnny's the victim of this.
He is.
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just tries to turn it around for himself. I've been watching the first couple episodes.
You got this kid from New York or Jersey, comes to the West Coast, Johnny and his girlfriend are going through some tough times. So, of course, Karate Kid's got to sweep in there and, cock block him by saying, like, oh, I guess he's no good. And, they were just going through their little bump in the road.
Yeah, they're going through their lover spat.
Yeah.
Did you see all of season 2 yet?
What?
Did you see all of season 2 yet?
I did. I saw season 1 and season 2.
What was the spoiler at the end of season 2?
I can tell you.
I can't tell you that. You want me to tell you?
No, let's not tell me yet, because I haven't watched the whole thing yet.
I don't want to. I could tell you what it is. I'll tell you right off the Zoom. I'll tell you. Yeah, if you want to know.
Perfect. If you guys want to watch a great series, if you guys do...
I could tell you that they're going to be more nostalgic on season 3 because how they're writing the storyline. You're going to see somebody that's going to be there in season 3.
Yes.
Sensei.
Is this going to be a Pet Cemetery brought back to life situation? Because
no. It's
it's close though, maybe. Yeah. He would rise from the grave.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. If you guys do want to check out a great series, check out Cobra Kai on Netflix. It's the number one downloaded video on Netflix right now for this week. Maybe even for the year, it may be the most watched series for the year.
Yeah, and shout out to YouTube for dropping the ball.
For real.
My
For
God,
real.
I don't understand why they got rid of
You
it.
started this thing, and you just here you go, Netflix, take it.
Yeah.
But see, here's my problem with Netflix. I'm afraid like they're gonna make it 45 minutes long, and then it's gonna be boring.
If they did, I would still watch.
It's 30 minutes, but if it's a little bit longer, it just gets, I don't know, it just becomes too much.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I could watch if it was just Johnny Lawrence drinking beers, throwing them at pictures of his old fucking trophies, for half an hour. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Go.
It gets fun, then it's like, well, I don't know. Did you see season 2 yet, or no, Kevin?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it was even that memory lane with the him and, well, I'm ruined. I forget about it. I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good. It's worth watching.
Very much worthwhile watching. Check it out on Netflix. On the other flip of the coin here, they have some Disney Plus news. In order to get more viewers, they're actually ditching the $30 Mulan fee so that you could watch it for free on Disney Plus.
Now, Tony, where did we hear this idea before?
Kevin, where was this great idea? Oh yeah, it was me. It was me. I said it. Yeah.
Wait, but isn't it until like December? It's not going to be right now, correct?
Correct. It's not going to be until December. They're going to wait for the release, December. But
now,
they are putting it out for free.
For those of you out there that don't realize, Tony has been advocating for this same idea to happen
for a while.
The last 3 months. Literally.
Yeah.
3 months.
I think Disney Plus should do that. I think all their movies, if they're in theater, they should automatically go right to the streaming service.
Here's the thing. You're looking at a mediocre movie. And I'm just saying that because the modern brought to life action movie that Disney has taken aboard their repertoire has made good money, bad money, good money, bad money. And I think the mentality is if it's a big enough movie, they would make money from it. Not so much with Lady and the Tramp, not so much with Dumbo, but with Aladdin, they did really well. They actually made some money off that. The Lion King was really huge because that was a very, very big movie. What was it?
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book.
I have to make this point real quick. Disney, I think they would do Mike's idea of just doing it straight to video, raise their monthly fee, and never put a movie in the theater again if they didn't already have contracts with these theaters throughout X amount of time. So
Correct.
You get a penalty in these contracts. These are not dumb businessmen. They know what they're doing. They love money. They love quality movies and then turning them into campy little garbage films.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Star Wars.
And a lot of it's coming to fruition right now.
Disney, like, they really monopolize the theaters out there. They tell you, like, we're going to release it at this time, and this is how many that you should open up to. I mean, they really do have a lot of control over these theaters.
Yeah, them and Fox came to an agreement one day where they said, you know what, Fox, we do movies better than you, and you do sports better than us, so we can give you that.
Yeah.
And you do sports, we'll do movies, and we'll just be two entities, and everybody else can claw at us, sort of thing. So
that's pretty accurate. I think that a lot of it's come to fruition right now, where the New Mutants has actually hit hit theaters this past weekend, and Tenet actually just came out this past weekend as well, only to be like really destroyed, really destroyed in the movie theaters. But I think they're learning their lesson that if they could actually stream it to people. And I think if they did this, if they gave it a $19.99 price point, I think they would have gotten a lot more people to buy it instead of $30. Fair enough?
I agree.
Disney Plus is $30 a month?
No. I'm just saying that if Disney had offered the video for $19.99, I think they would have gotten a better price point. It could, and it's a much better price point than $30. I'm just saying that they would have gotten more people to bite on buying it at $19.99 as compared to $30.
I don't know. Like every time I go to the theater, you're spending over $30 when you go there.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you go. You're buying a ticket for
soda.
You could buy a ticket for $10. Let's say to go to your local movie theater. But if you're a single household, man, you're spending triple the amount of money that you would normally spend.
Yeah, I gotta lean this way. If you already have a streaming network, you should make the next available movie. If they want to charge for an available movie, like, well, watch it now for $30, you're going to say to yourself, why wouldn't I just wait and watch every movie in the possible world for what I'm already paying right now? But if you do lower it down to like maybe $10 right now, even lower, just to say, hey, let's make some damn money off this already, because we've been waiting on the product. How long now, Tony? You said it's been prolonged 3 months?
4 years. 4 years for New Mutants.
Never mind. I'm behind on that. Yeah, 4 years. Okay,
4 years for New Mutants.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of a greedy money pull right there. They're waiting on money for 4 years, dude. They're already evicted from their house by now. Holy crap! They're waiting on money for 4 years, dude. Throw it out there for $5. Turn it into a Mulan. Get it, ship it out of there. Get people ready for the sequel, if anything, because you know that an X-Men.
No one's going to pay the $30 anyways, Kevin. I mean,
no way.
December. So.
Correct. Yeah. They'll just wait. They'll just be like, unless they have an itchy.
I want to see what the other streaming services are going to do now, like Peacock, Apple TV, Hulu. I mean, because Boys is coming out next week, and Amazon Prime is going to like.
Oh, they're going to destroy.
They're going to destroy. Records. Yeah.
Tony, you son of a bitch! You got me hooked on that show, man. I can't look away now.
I know. Dude, wait until you see the fairy one that I sent you to.
I got you.
That's a crazy series. Carnival Row.
That's the only.
That was actually pretty good. I like that.
That's the only streaming service that I use is Amazon Prime right now, because I can also buy everything I'll ever need on Amazon, and they'll give you free shipping if you sign up for Amazon Prime. So why would I get Netflix? No offense to Netflix. The only thing driving the Netflix factor right now is Cobra Kai season 3.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube. I watch YouTube anymore. In a 5-second commercial, I see what you're doing there, YouTube. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're giving me 2 commercials that are both 5 seconds, so I cannot skip it.
You know something too, Kevin? I was a little upset because I was watching Umbrella Academy. I know a lot of people were liking it, but
I don't like season 2 as much as 1.
It was all right. I thought it was mediocre.
I can't watch it for more than 3 minutes without just playing a video game on my phone. It doesn't keep my attention long enough to care about it, to be honest with you.
I think it's a good series. I just don't think it captures enough attention. If they made a specific series just about Klaus, I would watch that series.
The movie that I was very impressed by, movie of my month, movie of the year so far. And by the way, Tony already knows what I'm about to say, because I cannot stand this actor at all. Okay, literally hate the guy, hate him. So I had to drop my pre-hate. Okay, Shia LaBeouf. Had to drop my pre-hate for Shia LaBeouf. Transformers 1, Transformers 2, Transformers 3. Dude, I was rooting for the Transformers to kill him. Okay,
in any way possible.
It didn't happen in either one of them.
Yeah. Platinum like a pancake.
What happened in the second one? The guy's kind of, he's not really a star. So I really couldn't stand the actor at all.
Yeah.
It was highly acclaimed by most critics, and I try to stay away from some of those movies because sometimes the critics are just paid off. Let's be honest. But to watch the movie Honeybee, holy crap! Or Honey Boy. I'm sorry, Honey
Boy. Yep.
Holy crap! Very good movie. This is literally Shia LaBeouf's masterpiece. Anything he does after this is going to be considered garbage, in my opinion.
Well, anything before, anything after.
Anything before, anything after.
Is that what was that about? I think I've seen that one. What was it about?
This is the movie where Shia LaBeouf plays his father, basically, right? Only they use different names for, obviously, his father.
It was based on his life. Okay, yeah. I did see that. That was actually pretty good.
my God, he nails his father down as if he actually grew up with him, so that way he could really get into character, you know.
If you didn't have a fatherless family.
Yeah.
Did you see Peanut Butter? Peanut Butter Falcon. Did you see that one or no?
That sounds like no. What is it about?
That sounds like a stripper name.
He's a crab fisherman, and
no, I didn't. Only because it has Shia LaBeouf in it and a manly role of a fisherman, and he looks like a child.
Correct.
Actually, I thought he was really good in it. I really enjoyed it.
I just can't buy it when, like, that kid from Third Rock from the Sun was in Inception. What the hell is that guy's name, Tony?
There it is. James Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, he's back there. I get it. He's a good actor and everything, but I can't. He still has the baby face. I can't buy him in any manly role.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Would you want me to kill you? I always think to myself, oh, isn't that adorable? Look at that. He wants to kill somebody. You know. But
hey, speaking of delinquents and degenerates and just unruly people, Sparky, where are we this week with our second half of the show here?
My time is shining now.
There we go. We're going with Nebraska, man. With a touch of Nevada. Yes. Kira, you are in luck today. You have joined us on the outrage of Nebraska/Nevada Man. And we usually do a wonderful expose on the criminal mind, which isn't really that smart, to be honest. So we talk about dumb criminals on our show. And this week we have the wonderful criminal mind of Nebraska and Nevada. Sparky, why don't you give a little rundown on how we play this game?
Okay, to everybody in our studio audience tonight and Facebook Live and all of our other streaming platforms, what's going to happen is Tony's going to read off 3 groupings of stories. Each group has 5 stories each. Now, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out if all the stories are true, if one's false. If they're all false, I'll give you a hint, they're never all false. So, what you're going to do is after you read out the 5 stories, you're going to go through them, just tell them if it's true, false, you know. But then what's going to happen is, if you're anything involving the word meth, it's always a true story. So, meth equals truth.
Meth equals truth. All right, we're going to cut into these stories real quick. And we're just going to do it, man. We're just going to do it. I hope you're ready.
Throw it in there. Let's get it over with.
I know.
Did the stand.
Poor Tara. She's like ready to fall asleep. She's like, I'm ready to put that.
She is.
All right.
Yeah, I got to go pet my 30 cats.
Yeah, I know. All right, Nebraska, Nevada man. We'll start off with number 1. Nebraska man arrested for dropping an envelope of cash and checks in front of a police officer's driveway. Clearly, the checks and cash were not his. Story number 2. Nebraska man arrested for arson for lighting books on fire at a college library after hours, only to call 911 on himself when he couldn't escape. Story number 3. Nebraska man arrested for theft of wiring and copper pipes from a construction site, thanks to the cell phone that he dropped at the scene of the crime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Story number 4. Nebraska man arrested for armed robbery with a concealed weapon in a bag. The clerk refused because she noticed that it had a drill bit on one end and a cord on the other. And story number 5. Nebraska man arrested for suspicion of being intoxicated when cops came across a sour cream container labeled "not weed."
That just tells me there might be a different drug in there.
How dare he dip into the sour cream like that? We'll do it really quickly. We'll start off from the top. Sparky, where are we going with this week?
Oh, come on. You know what my answer is.
All true. All right, we'll go with Stat Girl right next to you. What is she saying?
All true.
All true. Kevin, where are we going this week, brother?
They don't sound false, so I'm going all true.
Michael Cass?
I would be surprised, but they're all true.
Oh, shit.
And Kira?
They all sound believable to me.
Very
so.
believable. Very believable.
Very believable.
All right,
That's true.
Sparky, just to let you know, Sparky did draw pictures for each one of these stories. So, enjoy the 4th grade drawings. Story number 1, Nebraska man arrested for dropping an envelope of cash and checks in front of a police officer's driveway. Clearly, the checks were not his. Sparky, let's see this beautiful picture. It is a true story.
Of course it's a true story.
Excuse me, Miss Martin. You dropped your checks and cash. Oh, hey, wait.
If you notice, most of his drawings are Mounties, too.
Here, you see, you can tell which one is the cop. You see, the cop right there has the hat on, while the criminal does not wear a hat.
Just wait,
What is he
Kevin,
wearing
think about it.
anyways? What is that? Is that hair?
Yes, it's I give him a toupee.
Okay, toupee. That's very nice for your stick figure. That's very nice. Clearly, when you're dropping checks and cash filled into an envelope that you just stole from each person's mailbox in the area, and then you drop it in front of the driveway where a cop lives, picks up the checks, looks at them, and says, "Oh man, I know her. You have these stolen checks," and then promptly get arrested. You, sir, are a stupid criminal.
If you're stealing something, don't drop it. Put it in your
drop it.
pocket.
Yeah.
Keep it there. Coat pocket works.
You never know. You never know where you're going to drop it to. Never know. Story number 2, Nebraska man arrested for arson for lighting books on fire at a college library after hours, only to call 911 on himself when he couldn't escape. True story. Let's see this beautiful portrayal, Sparkles. Hi, all. Hi, all. The library is on fire, and I am stuck inside. How did the fire start? The library is closed. Clearly, Sparky, when you have a problem with the library service of your local college, and you want to burn down to bits, but you cannot find the emergency exit because it's blocked with books.
Oh, Tony, he could have been a psychic firefighter. He could have broken there knowing that there was a fire about to happen.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
That is a good bit. That is a very valid point. Very valid point.
I kind of like this next one here.
In theory, that might work.
Oh, God, Spark, I hope you're ready for this one. Nebraska man arrested for theft of wiring and copper pipes from a construction site, thanks to the cell phone that he dropped at the scene of the crime. This has happened in many different states on many different times, on many different occasions.
Don't these people learn by watching our podcast and stop dropping things?
You would think.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, unfortunately, they're probably in prison, so the the connectivity is probably not there.
Yeah, connectivity. That's exactly what it is.
But Tony, I know you have been pressing prison wardens to allow people to watch our educational section of the show. And
all criminals should be able to watch our show at any given time during their day so that they can jot down notes.
Well, they can feel like a star in prison if they have ever been brought up in the podcast. So no replies back, though. What's up with that, prison wardens?
I know, how dare they? How dare they?
Is that a foot?
It's a foot on an arm, and it says, "Hey, who stole the copper? I don't know, but I have this phone." I have his phone.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think right now? Are you ready to just get off the show? That's what you're probably thinking.
It is very entertaining, Kira. Very entertaining. Story number 4. Nebraska man arrested for armed robbery with a concealed weapon in a bag. The clerk refused because she noticed it had a drill bit on one end and a cord on the other. Holy crap. Holy crap, true story.
Oh, man.
You're going to like this one.
What is that?
Next time you try to rob me, you should use a cordless drill. Hashtag Black Friday at the depot.
He's going to use a real gun next time. You know it. He's going to take her suggestion.
get out of jail, use a real gun, and shoot her many times. Took your advice!
I don't even know. This is the epitome of the stupid criminal, the stupid criminal mind of Nebraska. Like, you've really hit a new low when you picked up a corded drill, put it into a not even a plastic bag, into a paper bag, and then punched the drill bit through the bag and have the cord hanging out the bottom.
See, the big problem with this whole crime? Lack of foresight on preparation. Okay? You gotta prep it. If you could do the paper bag thing. Can't have the drill bit poking through. People are gonna know it's not a gun.
That's true. See, this is hard times for Home Depot employees too. Just to let you know.
They've been tackled for everything these days. That's true with the whole pandemic.
You can't leave out the people of Lowe's, but it's definitely Home Depot.
Some guy needs a new toilet because his family flushed all the toilet paper that they stole from the supermarket down the toilet, really clogged the idea, so he goes running out with a toilet. Somebody, tries to catch
And
him.
I'm not saying this as a racist comment, but there are more Mexicans per capita at a Home Depot than at Lowe's.
You're right, because
it's true.
Because Lowe's is basically, they're saying that they have low prices. Casa Depot is already familiar for them.
Casa Depot, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, they know that it's for home decoration. Lowe's, they look at it like, Lowe? Who the fuck is Lowe?
Yeah. Nobody knows him. Nobody knows him.
Facebook to remove this podcast.
That and Lowe's is known to call ICE on
That's true.
On immigration.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Story number 5. Nebraska man arrested for suspicion of being intoxicated when cops come across a sour cream container labeled "not weed." True story.
Man. That better be true.
They never fake. Never, ever fake. There you go.
What is in the container labeled "not weed"? Exactly.
Look at that. I think you drew a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
I like your observation there, officer. So it's obviously not weed.
Obviously not weed. All right, let's get into our next 5 real quick. Next five. Next 5.
Okay.
We're jumping through these, Kevin. Jumping through them like you're jumping on a grenade, buddy. Ready? Story number 1. We're going to jump right into Nevada because Nevada had more stories than Nebraska. Story number 1, Nevada man arrested for robbing a convenience store gives the clerk one phone call because she thought that she was going to end her life during the holdup and is surprised when she calls the cops. Story number 2. This one's a mouthful. Story number 2. Nevada man is arrested for putting in a false report for shooting himself to sue the property manager at his home and also put in a false claim to the insurance company for $7,000 in stolen goods.
That's definitely true.
He's definitely on drugs.
Story number 3. Nevada man arrested for trying to evade police on a moped.
Let's do it. Wait.
In Nevada.
In Nevada.
If he can do it, I can do it. Why not?
Story number 4. Nevada man arrested for an unusual to-do list while executing a search warrant at a criminal's home in a burglary investigation.
Story of the week.
Story of the week. And story number 5. Nevada man arrested for trying to rob a casino with a cucumber.
Talk about getting yourself in a pickle. Sparky, did I steal your picture on that one? No.
I'm scared. I don't want to look at it.
Okay, there's something in the room that looks like a pickle that Stack Girl does not want to look at.
Now, these all have interesting backstories. All of them, let me just say. We'll start out with Mike at the bottom here. What are you thinking, brother?
I think I'm ready to jump into Kara's 5 litter boxes right now.
Excellent. All right, Kevin, where are we going with these, brother?
Mike's got a fetish. I'm going all true.
Kira, what are you going to say? Kira, what do you say?
All true.
And Sparkalicious?
Really? You're asking me?
I know. I have to ask, though. I have to ask. You and Stack
You
Girl.
asking me about the
Are you asking me? Are you asking me about the question?
Doesn't he already know the answers?
I
Doesn't Frank already
know.
the answers?
No, he doesn't know the answers.
He just draws them right there.
He just draws the stories. He doesn't know the answers.
right on the spot.
So, story number 1, Nevada man arrested for robbing a convenience store gives the clerk one phone call during the holdup and is surprised when she calls the cops. True story.
No surprise.
Not surprised.
Oh boy.
Ah, here it comes. Here it comes.
So, that's a dildo, right?
Do I get a last phone call before you shoot? Hi, all. I'm being robbed.
911, not all.
Hi, 911.
Oh, hi. It looks like ALL. All right. Hi, y'all. You should even put a Y in there and be like, hi, y'all. I'm being robbed.
He should have shot her after that phone call then, right?
Can you illustrate this on your computer or something next time?
What's that?
Could Sparky illustrate it on his computer next time?
Oh,
so
yeah,
we don't have to
definitely.
put it on paper?
Yeah, definitely.
More 3D.
I mean, what more to say about this stupid criminal besides who is giving a last phone call to anyone when they're holding some place up? All right, you get one phone call, but I'm gonna hold a gun at you. Like,
It was like a Jedi mind trick, dude. It was probably Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, okay,
Yeah.
a phone call? So, sure, I will allow you to have a phone call. You're going.
not a brilliant idea. Not a brilliant criminal, by the way. Not a brilliant criminal. Clearly, cops came there lickety-split in order to snatch him up in a parking lot while he was trying to get away. Story number 2, Nevada man is arrested for putting in a false report for shooting himself in the leg to sue the property manager at his home, and also put in a false claim to the insurance company for $7,000 in stolen goods.
That's something I would do. That was something I would do automatically.
True story.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I do not know what happened, but I got shot and I'm getting paid.
Amen.
True story for that one, man. This was the smartest stupid criminal that I think I've ever seen in our days of doing this. Am I right,
Yeah,
Kev?
he had an idea. He had a good idea.
Yeah. Probably a greatly executed plan. Except for that you're now bleeding out from your own gun that you used to shoot yourself in the leg.
Yeah,
I would have done it different. I would have had Kevin shoot me in the leg.
Yeah, I would have had a buddy do it.
Second person there, so that way ballistic doesn't catch on.
That would have been the much smarter idea. Clearly, when you're doing it by yourself, it's a little bit harder.
I would have probably say, Dave the laundromat guy, hey, listen, here's $2. Just shoot me in the leg.
He's
and I'm
perfect.
getting out of here. Yeah.
He'd be like, okay, Mike, let's do this.
Dave the laundromat guy, this little, side, like they don't call it up syndrome, but they, Dave the laundromat
Correct.
Dave
And Mike, he would definitely choke you out with a towel before he'd shoot you in the leg.
Sure, he would do that to small animals too.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
We'd probably feed me to his cats.
That's more accurate. Story number 3, Nevada man arrested for trying to evade police on a moped. True story.
I'm trying to figure where the fake stories begin.
You never know. Suspect on the run, stole moped. We were doing 25 miles an hour on Main Street.
Yeah,
sad but true.
They don't give you that kind of courtesy on Grand Theft Auto. They just run your ass over and start shooting at you.
They do.
Their cars look like Beetles.
Maybe they were Volkswagen Beetle cop cars. That's why the high-speed chase for them.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Were they Germans that chasing them?
I got a 4.
Story number 4: Nevada man arrested for an unusual to-do list while executing a search warrant at a criminal's home in a burglary investigation. Is a true story. Sparky, let's see this wonderful to-do list.
Can't see. There's a shadow to it.
There's a shadow. It's
Yeah.
shadow.
I can't even see it.
The shadow.
You're blocking it.
It's a horrible
Sparky,
shadow,
put it
Sparky. What
There's
is
a
that?
shadow to it, Sparky.
Can you see it now?
No.
No, you have something's
can't.
blocking it.
Well, I can't hold it up like that because it's too...
It's too opaque. Yeah, I
I
gotcha.
gotta... Here, give me your phone.
Put it on your shirt.
So,
No, I can't see it.
okay, what does that list
Here, read
say?
it now.
And hashtag, put it up a little bit, hashtag, I was good this year, Santa. Apparently not the list that the cops were looking for.
Hold on. Hey,
Oh, we're
hey,
missing more to this?
hold on for a minute.
Okay.
You're missing more to it because I actually got a phone call. I got inside sources. I actually got a copy of the list.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Right?
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Oh.
How fun.
I got a full copy of the list.
Number 1, get up. Number 2, shower. Number 3, call dealer. 4, pick up meth. 5, take meth. Number 6, rob C-store. 7, steal cars. 8, buy coke.
Okay.
9, take coke.
Take it.
10, beat hookers. 11, steal their money. 12, buy Flocka.
That is a hell of a-
The
Not even to say that Sparky is almost correct on this. But half of his list is actually correct.
Who was his inside source?
Clearly, the police department called him because the first 3 things were actually right. Get up, take shower, go to supermarket. The last 4 were buy cocaine, chop cocaine, take cocaine.
That's why he's the master of death pool.
Store cocaine away in a secret area.
Sparky, will you reveal your sources?
No. My sources are secret.
He's no snitch. Snitches get stitches.
Clearly, you are not a good criminal when you need to write down illegal stuff to do with your time during the day because you're so doped up that you forget.
Sparky and Stepgirl will not reveal their sources because their street cred is at stake. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna take a guess at it. I'm gonna say Mike Pence.
Definitely Mike Pence, yes.
I'm not saying nothing.
yeah, he does look like he looks like the snitch at the Black Panther party.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Story number
You know this, right?
Story number 5, Nevada man arrested for trying to rob a casino with a cucumber.
Another one of my top stories of I drew for the week.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't wait to see this cucumber.
Fake story for today.
Why laughing over here?
That's the fake story?
It is the fake story for today.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ah!
I've got Bobby there.
I like
Would have
the
made an
way
awesome
it's
story. Would have awesome.
Everybody has to throw in $100 now. Oh man.
You were trying to rob us with that little cucumber. Come back when you have a bigger one. Hashtag should have used a zucchini.
The produce joke for all you grocery store workers out there.
Oh
Use a
my god.
4069 instead of a 4072 if you catch my drift. No, sir. Nobody does.
Alright, let's quickly turn into the next 5 stories here. We'll wrap this up real quick. We're almost done, promise you. Story number 1, a Nevada man arrested for having and trying to sell 60 pounds of meth. 60 pounds of meth.
person right there.
It's a person of meth. Story number 2.
Made of meth.
Story number 2. Nevada woman arrested for an early morning break-in to a local water park.
Everyone needs a shower.
That's true. Story number 3. Nevada man. Nevada man arrested for theft and vandalism after he tipped over a slot machine onto himself at a Nevada bar.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Yep, I can see it.
Story number 4. Nevada man arrested for theft of a tip jar at a local restaurant where he gave his name and phone number to the waitress.
Oh, yeah.
Never will, do they?
No, they don't.
Yeah. And story number 5. Nevada boxer arrested for stealing his girlfriend's iPhone.
Wow.
False.
O.J. Simpson done that.
O.J. Simpson would have done that. He would have done that.
Yeah. He would have done that if the phone was memorabilia.
Yeah.
That was guys, if you just want to double charge him for murder.
Sparky, I'm not even going to go to you and Stack Girl because I already know you're going to say true. Kevin, where are you going with this, brother?
One last one's the false story. Boxers do a lot of stuff, but the one thing that they don't do is keep property all in one piece for them to be charged with it. That phone would be well broken by the time the cops came by and found the guy.
Okay. Kira, what are you thinking?
All true.
All true. Okay. All right. Mike?
Well, my inside source that's called Google.com told me that it's all true.
Wow. All right. We'll start out at story number 1 then. Nevada man arrested for having and trying to sell 60 pounds of meth. True story.
See? Google never lies.
Google never lies. Sir, how did you get 60 pounds of meth? I made it in the jacuzzi. That's not the only thing that he made in the jacuzzi that day.
No.
Yeah, that's right. Hand babies were made in the jacuzzi.
For those of you at home, that was a masturbation.
It was.
Very subtly. Until I abruptly explained the hell out of it.
Yeah. Cut with semen.
Straight up dead stream. Now they're flying.
Yeah, now they're flying. Story number 2. Nevada woman arrested for an early morning break-in at a local water park. True story.
True story.
It is a true story.
So that's... What's that?
What held you guys up? We were here since dawn.
Oh, Jesus.
The funny thing here is that you never should go starting out your day drinking, and then break into a water park because you want to sit by the pool. Not a good idea to break into anywhere to start out your day while you're drunk. But
Kev, you want to step into this?
But 2 women did it. Her and her friend both got arrested while sitting and lounging next to the pool, waiting to start their day.
Man, that's catching that tan there. Drunk
bastards.
They should give them a pool. They wouldn't break in anymore.
It's true.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna.
So dark.
Story number 3, Nevada man. Story number 3, Nevada man arrested for theft and vandalism after he tipped over a slot machine onto himself at a Nevada bar.
You know that's true.
This is actually my fake story, Kevin.
You're lying.
Your fake story?
What? What you say? Is it fake?
It is my fake story, yes.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that.
Push one.
Well, give the story in the right side up.
It made me laugh.
Make
Man.
a picture.
Should have checked to see if the machine was secure. Hashtag it's fallen and I can't get it off.
That's like a Jackson Pollock page, right?
That is a Jackson Pollock of some missiles in a silo right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my second fake story of the day. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Oh, man, you know what? I'm going to stick up for Sparky here. That is better than a Jackson Pollock painting. If too many people are familiar with Jackson Pollock, it's basically puking on a canvas, shitting on a canvas, smearing it all together, and saying, "What do you see?"
That's true. That's true. Story number 4, Nevada man arrested for theft of a tip jar at a local restaurant where he gave his name and phone number to the waitress. True story.
True story.
And by the way, caught on film. No date, no tips. In more ways than one.
He probably found out that she had a boyfriend later on in the night and said, "Oh, I'm just going to take all of her money."
Stupid criminal got caught on camera after he was hitting on the waitress. He gave her the number, his name and phone number to the waitress, saw the tip jar up on top of the thing, took the jar, and ran out the door.
Wow.
Clearly, theft of tip jar. Not a smart criminal. And story number 5, Nevada boxer arrested for stealing a woman's iPhone. His girlfriend's iPhone. It's actually a true story.
Turn it over. More or less, this will explain it.
This will definitely explain it. Hey, come back with my phone. Put it on my tab. I just made $100 million in my last fight. Hashtag Floyd Money Mayweather.
Was that Floyd Mayweather?
True story. Floyd Money Mayweather stole his girlfriend's iPhone. She pressed charges. He got arrested and was put on $3,000 bail.
Okay.
Oh, that's a better order.
$3,000 bail.
Yeah, he farts that out.
Yeah, he literally just like, oh look, I could do a magic trick. And
he doesn't with many women in relationships. Normally he has flashbacks that he's in a boxing match and they go down for the count. Worst part is that his buddies like to get involved too and pretend to be the referee in front of her face, like 1, 2, 3, while she's on the ground. Is my best attempt at a domestic violence.
Yeah, that was
right?
Very nice, Kevin. Very nice. I love the fact that you went domestic with that.
Well, he's been accused of it many times. Maybe the judge should, maybe only one night stands anymore, Floyd. You're not good in relationships.
Hey, unlike this story, do you know what's domestic and can be saved?
I don't know. What is domestic can be saved there, Tony?
All the lovely animals from in pursuit of grace.org. You can save them.
Tony, do they have a phone number just in case
they
I don't?
They do have. You know what, Kevin? You know what, Kevin? We have a specialist here today. Kira, she's been a little quiet, but you know what? Kira, what is the phone number and the address to find inpursuitofgrace.org?
Okay, the phone number is 570-468-6063. Our email is inpursuitofgrace@yahoo.com. And our web address is www.inpursuitofgrace.org.
That's perfect. Kira, would you like to plug anything else?
Nope, adopt, don't shop.
We see your pussycat. One more time.
One of them's right here.
Aww. That's the only type of pussycat that we'll see on the screens of our podcast, Kevin.
Oh, I know I followed up by saying cat.
What's Stephanie's number?
Sparky, where are we gonna go next week, brother? Here comes the news. The news. New York's, New Jersey's, brother. They're right around the corner for next week.
New Hampshire.
We also have a special guest booked for next week. If he happens to come on, we have the legendary Phil Better from the Phil Better Show. He's going to join us next week. The Canadian sensation, Phil Better from the Phil Better Show. Sparky, where can you happen to find us if you're looking for us, brother?
You can find us on Facebook Live, Google, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Spotify, YouTube, and Geo Rio.
Believe it or not, I've actually had 2 more downloads from Pandora too. A little bit weird. I know, that makes 3 total. A little weird.
Game over.
I know. Once again, Michael Kaz, would you like to plug anything, the Sasquatch Society?
Well, no, just come out and see us tomorrow. We'll be at the Mike Pence rally tomorrow, and hoping that
in Exeter, Pennsylvania.
In Exeter, yeah, on Schooley Avenue. So you'll definitely see me and Kevin there. And,
will you be dressed up as Large Trump?
No. I was gonna dress up as a Bigfoot and say, "Where is Bigfoot at?" I was gonna ask.
I think Large Trump should appear at the Pence rally. I think you would fit right in.
I was on Comedy Central because of it, so I don't know, maybe. So
I think that would be entertaining if you got on TV. You could be like, "We'll make this great again. I'd like to thank Mr. Pence for coming to Exeter, Pennsylvania, home of Joe Sniffy Biden."
Yeah. We don't play by the Democrats' rules. We enter when they say Exeter. We don't there. We're pro-life.
I'm not even sure where we're going to park at, Kevin.
Who knows? I think it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for you to share it on Facebook. Big shout out to the Bigfoot Society as well of Northeast PA. Am I correct in that? Bigfoot Society?
Represent. That's correct.
Represent Bigfoot Society of Northeast Pennsylvania. Guys,
PA, I spotted one, so that was a nice one.
That's true. In music.
Harry, was it?
What's that?
It wasn't just another hairy person again this time, was it?
No, not a hairy person. No. This was a cardboard cutout of Bigfoot, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, holding a Trump flag.
Well, guys, we're going to end this show. I am Tony Kaz, followed by
Kevin Neary.
And
Marky.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. We are the Podguyz Podcast. You guys have a great night.